Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you have been here with me before, a returning subscriber, thank you so much. You rock. And if this is the first time of being on this channel, you are so welcome. Here we have a lot of DIY projects, could be anything. We are not limited. Now today what I want to make is a Zara cap with this beautiful Aso Oke fabric. It was ordered by a darling sister, and I just need to make it for her very quickly. So this is the fabric that I'll be using. Very beautiful. She has an occasion. So for the cap, I have measured 26 inches and 3 pieces. Now on a normal I do 27. I just had to try an inch shorter, but I'm not sure I really like it, but I guess she will like it. Alright, so for the design I'll be using 4 pieces of Aso Oke in different measurements for the designs. I'll tell you the measurements later. Our scissors, our tape, measuring tape, the marker, needle, your thread. I'm using black thread for this particular project because of the fabric, and somewhere along the line your glue gun, applique. Now let's move. So the part I cut, because the entire thing I used was 3 lengths of Aso Oke, 3 dasers. So the part I cut, I tried to keep it taped down. Then this my marker is improvised. I used carry board that you normally use for your Awolowo cap. So I'm just pinning it down because I want to sew that part down. I want to sew that marker into it. So that's what's going to form our Zara. So I've done that off the camera. I'm using hand. Most of my projects are handmade. Hardly do I use machine, so I'm using hand. So I've sewn in that marker, or the improvised marker, whatever you want to call it. So the next thing you want to do is you want to move the sewn part into the middle of the marker. Now I have more than a few videos of a Zara cap on my channel. You can go and check more if you do not find this explanation good enough, but I think you'll be able to get it if you follow me simply. So once I've moved the sewn part into the middle of the marker, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to fold the wrong side. I'm going to fold it. That's the sewn part. I'm going to fold it out. Once you fold it into 2, the wrong side will be out. You'll be seeing the wrong side. If you have not liked as you're watching, please go ahead and like, subscribe, share these videos. You'll be helping us to move, to show this to so many people who would need this. So once I am ensured that it's moved into the middle, I'm just going to fold it into 2, and what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to do a running stitch from that top to the last angle of the cap, because that's going to give me like a turban shape. So I'm going to do that running stitch, nothing permanent, because as I run it I'm going to be pulling the thread to give me the turban shape. So first of all, I like to tack down at the beginning so that somewhere along the line my thread is not pulling, and just coming off. If you were doing it with the machine, you might not need this, but that's my own way of securing it. So I will go quickly and run the stitch through to the end of the turban. Once again, if you have not liked this video, please go ahead and like, share, make comments, ask questions. Have you done this before? Was it easy? I find Zara Cap one of the easiest headpiece to make. I'll be bringing some others to us somewhere along the line. So many other DIY projects are in the works, but when they are ready, when they are done, when they are cooked, I'll bring them to us. But for now, let's enjoy this. So you can see I already run it through, and you pull very well. Once you have pulled, you are just going to need to tack down again the end, so that your thread is not pulling off and destroying the shape of the turban that you are making. So in my last video, I made a tote bag from an old skirt. Now if you totally want to buy a new Chinos fabric to make it, that would be much more interesting. You can check the link in the description for that. So I already finished tacking down, so the next thing you want to do is you want to turn. Now this is where this carry board is not as fantastic as the Mako. Now I also did something for a softer effect. I covered the carry board with a fabric, a scuba fabric, for a softer effect. But you are better off with a Mako. But this also does the job. So I've turned out and my Zara cap is ready. Next, I'm going for the design. Like I said earlier, I'll be doing 4 bows and 4 planes. One 19 inches, one 21 inches, one 23 inches. The biggest bow 25 inches. And for the loop that will be holding the 4 bow together, it is 9 inches by 6. And what you want to do is you're going to sew it and turn it inside out. Also, we're going to sew all the bow. I'm going to sew everything off the camera and turn it inside out. So when I'm done sewing, that is when I'll bring the design together. So here I'm done with the sewing. I'm bringing the 3 bows together first, and I'm going to be pinching the 3 bows in the middle like I'm already doing here, and I'm going to be using the thread to hold it down. So once again, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you are yet to like what you're seeing, because I know you can totally try this all by yourself, no machine needed, just a needle and thread, and voila, I'm done tacking down the 3 bows. Now I'm adding the 4 bow for a more beautiful effect. So you can see I'm also pinching that one in the middle and tacking it down also. So once you are done with this, just try as much as possible to arrange your bow. I did a lot of arranging off the camera. At the point you will see me checking what I done earlier. I did a lot of arranging. I arranged and rearranged. Do it as much as possible to your satisfaction. I won't be able to do all on the camera, so that you don't have to keep watching the bloopers. You can see me there checking. I didn't like how that part came out, so eventually I adjusted it, but I did it off the camera. So bring in your loop that you have turned inside out and use the same needle to tack it down. I prefer to use needle. You could also use the glue gun to hold it down, but I'm usually more sure of the needle and thread. So that is done now. Here comes my applique for a more beautiful effect. And once the applique is added to it, the next thing you want to do is that you want to take that bow and attach it to the back of your cap. That is where it is going to be, that place where your Mako or your carry bow did not get to. That is where you are going to be attaching this design to. Okay, So at this point also, you can use your glue gun. I usually like, you can use your glue gun. You can use your needle like thread. I usually like to use the two. Use my needle and thread to hold it down first. Then use my glue gun to keep some, some flying sides down. More like a double effect. I like to do that. So I'm already done tacking at this point. I'm done tacking. So, and then I use my glue gun to attach the applique to it. Your Zara cap is ready, and it doesn't take so long. It doesn't take long. Not every time tie gele. Sometimes change your look, and then know what fits you. Like I know what fits me. I prefer the cap to the tying of the gele. I have a round face. The gele tying doesn't really seem to work for me too many times. Okay, so your model is here, modeling the beautiful piece for you. By the way, I took permission from my sister to model it, and I have a permission. So if you're wondering why she using the client's cap, it's because I got the permission. All right, so I'm packing. This order is ready to go to the owner. Thank you for watching with me. Like, subscribe, share, make comments, and definitely try this. It is very simple. I use no machine. I only use needle, thread, glue gun, and the knowledge I learned right here on YouTube to make this beautiful piece. Tell me when you are done making your piece. Alright, thank you for watching. See you next video. Bye.